Welcome to the first and probably only episode of BZI Cribs, where we get to take you behind the scenes of one of our lovely BZI DJ's house. This time, it's going to be mine. Now, normally when we do Cribs, or when MTV does Cribs and we steal it off of them, we show you the outside of the house. The outside of my house, from the outside, my house looks like it wants to collapse in on itself. But it's not really. It's a very sturdy house, knock on wood. Lightly. So we're going to start you from the inside. Welcome to the front porch of my house, if you can see behind me. This is where where my trash goes until I need to take it out, and other various little things. And I don't get to use it for that much. It's not heated, and it doesn't really work very well in the wintertime. So let's go inside and see what my house is like. And welcome to the inside of the house of Beej. This is going to be only slightly better than the BZI studio tour because, well, in radio, you don't make that much money, so you can't afford nice places. So let's go through the place and see what we got here. We will start in here in the quote-unquote extra bedroom. When I had a roommate, this room was his room, and don't you love the amazing faux wood paneling on the walls, which even comes equipped with nice little deer in it, and birds that I don't know what they are. And look, more deer. Now, this place is used for, well, my weight bench, which actually does get used occasionally. One of the extra couches, if there are people staying over and they aren't sleeping with me in my bed, that's one of the places they stop. And, oh yeah, laundry rack. Isn't this glamorous? Alright, now out here in the living room and actually in the rest of the house, well, first you can still see the lovely faux wood paneling. It's kind of a theme in here. Makes it dark at night. It's kind of cool. But a running theme in my house is hand-me-down furniture. This place wouldn't be furnished if it wasn't for the generosity and kindness of past roommates and friends and colleagues. Over here is my ridiculously messy desk right now, tons of CDs and stuff on there. If I'm not listening to music at work, I'm listening to music here, I'm checking out new bands, I'm working on the station's Facebook page or the website, or editing together BZI Cribs. This is the lovely place where you'll get to see all that done a little bit later on. I'll clean that up eventually. Mom, I swear, if you're watching. But the desk, a hand-me-down from my last roommate. I think it cost me like 20 bucks. Not too bad. Over here, how's this for a $99 couch? It's falling apart a little bit. Straight from Walmart. It does the job. If anybody wants to purchase me a better futon, I take donations. Send them to KBZI out of the studio. Here's where I spend most of my time in the house. Right here, watching TV. Right now I got some football on. Are the Chiefs losing? Probably. And my cat likes to join me whenever I'm watching TV too as well. You'll meet Mooch a little more later on. Say hi, Mooch. Okay. Now when you're in Cribs, you always need a shot of the DVD collection. Mine is pathetic. I only have a couple, one of which you need to get this. The complete series of Sports Night. If anybody remembers this show when it was on ABC, it's amazing. It was one of the best shows on TV. It actually just came out with the 10th anniversary edition. Go check it out, Sports Night. Also have a couple other scatter movies in there. Empire Records, best movie ever. City Slickers, I don't remember why I got that. All the seasons of Arrested Development, another great show that was lost before its time. And Better Than Ezra, live in concert. Actually pretty cool. Check it out sometime. I have won a few awards in my time, keyword few. Like when I was Freshman of the Year at my college radio station. That's right, Freshman of the Year. That just showed I had no life in college. Moving on. This is pretty much the only living thing you'll see in my house, and it's not even living. It's a fake tree, another hand-me-down from a past roommate. It came with the Christmas lights. It's safe because that way the cat won't eat it and barf up the leaves, although I'm sure she's tried at some point. Another hand-me-down couch, this one courtesy of former KKOW DJ Bob Burke. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. Another place for people to crash if they're not crashing with me. Here is part of the almighty CD collection. Right here we got about 200 CDs, give or take. Now there's more in my office at work. There's more in my car. There's more over on my desk. And there's probably more still at my parents' house back in Philadelphia. When you work in radio, you get a lot of free CDs and a lot of free music in general. That is just part of the collection. And yes, I still listen to pretty much all that. All right, behind this door is the room that everybody I'm sure wants to see, but is going to be highly, highly disappointing. Let's go check out my room. First off, no doorknob. Can't hide a tie on there, although I don't have a roommate anyway to warn. Into my bedroom we go. I told you, it's highly disappointing. There's not much to my bedroom just because if I'm in my room, I'm doing one of two things. Yeah. You love the Christmas lights decorating around the bottom of the floor. Those used to be hanging on the wall until they fell, and I said, screw it. They're not getting put back up. My pathetic-sized bed with the quilt my mom made. She's probably excited to see that I actually put it on the bed instead of having it laying on the floor next to it. And, wow, that's a pathetic-looking TV. If I'm watching TV, I'm normally doing it on the other big screen TV. That's just there for backup. Over here in my house, this is the alcohol collection. Pretty respectable mix when you really look at it. I'm not an alcoholic, I swear. I just have many, many choices. Anything from a nice bottle of Grey Goose. That was a going-away present for my friends when I moved out here to Kansas. To a bottle of Jack Daniels that I'm probably not going to touch for a while now. At one of my friend's bachelor parties, I drank an entire bottle this size of Jack Daniels in one night. And I really haven't been in the mood for it since. This thing is another hand-me-down from coworkers and friends. I grabbed this and had no clue what I was going to do with it, so I turned it into a nice little hat storage cabinet. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Eventually, when I get my Philadelphia Phillies 2008 World Series hat, I'll clear off an entire shelf for it and put it there. Into the kitchen we go. It's tiny, it's cramped, and I can get by with the basics to make sure I survive. Every bachelor kitchen needs a couple things. Your typical microwave, always wonderful. Toaster, simple enough. And the almighty George Foreman grill. This thing is a lifesaver. I got through college and many years on my own so far with the Foreman grill. You're probably wondering what the hell this is. This is one of the reasons why I am actually glad to live in this kind of rundown house. It has a dishwasher. That's right, a dishwasher. I press a button and everything comes out clean. Brought a tear to my eye when I took a tour of the house and saw that I had a dishwasher and I don't have to toil for hours cleaning dishes that I'd normally let pile up for months and months and months until they start growing mold, and then I just get rid of them. All right, now for a look inside the fridge to see what type of food I actually survive on. Not that much inside my fridge. I've got butter and some other stuff. Chocolate milk. Yes, I am a 7-year-old at heart because I still drink chocolate milk. Hey, it gets me to drink my milk, and I'm not drinking too much soda. Mom, you're proud. Brita filter, Pittsburgh water doesn't taste that good. And there really isn't that much else in my fridge because most of the good stuff is up here in the freezer. Steak, chicken, salmon. I've got some turkey and stuff in here. And, oh yeah, always keep a bottle of vodka freezing. Makes whatever drink you're drinking instantly cold. And just so my parents are looking, hey Mom, I have some vegetables in here too. It's not all just junk food. Now we're moving on down to the basement. And my basement's dingy, it's crappy, it's dreary. But one of the cool things about my basement is this. You realize you're an adult when a couple things happen. You get married, you have kids, or you own your own washer and dryer. Yes! I don't have to go to the laundromat anymore. I've got my own washer and dryer. Right now, something's spinning way out of balance in the washer. Yeah. Doing a dark load right now. Almost done. But that's how you know you've made it as an adult. I mean, you can actually afford your own washer and dryer. And that, my friends, is it for the first ever edition of BZI Cribs. Kids, you too could strive to live in a rundown shack like this if you want to become a radio DJ. We'll see if we can get Tom or J-Dub or anybody else to do an episode of Cribs. Until then, catch you guys on the morning show each weekday, 6 to 10 a.m. Say bye, Mooch. or not.